Shalom, Yashala. Shalom Alaikum. That means peace unto you in the ancient Hebrew. This your brother Masha the Menace, aka the Menace and Insurgent. And before I go any further, I'm going to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, the Father of Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, pre and post incarnate human flesh, and also the Father of the black triple patriarchs of the children of Israel, that is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I want to welcome y'all to Bayatan Broadcast Studios, BBS. As y'all can see, I'm doing something a little different. I'm not gonna say necessarily new because I kind of been started the BBS sports thing when I posted a video with Shannon Sharp dropping some jewels towards Skip Bayless about how heavily you know how heavily encircling white supremacy has been, particularly in the Americas. You heard me? And what you see before you um, is basically, you understand, uh, what you basically see, you heard me, is real simple. You dang. This is, an interview that happened, I believe, on the 5th of June. Yeah, the 5th of June. Um, Between Ice Cube, Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharp in regards to who is the greatest of all time. And it's a social media thing. We know that it's all about the narrative. It's all about the ratings. So it keeps some people engaged in conversations like this, Joe. But anybody who's seen LeBron James game and Michael Jordan's game should obviously know that Michael Jordan is a much better player by a landslide. And I actually like LeBron James. The thing I don't appreciate is, you know, how, you have those, some of them called Brontards, as opposed to Kobe. I think the Kobe are the worst still, but the Brontards are still just as bad. You heard me? And matter of fact, there's another term for people like that wants to distort history and want to discredit Michael Jordan's accomplishments. They call bronze sexuals. Like they got some kind of sexual attraction towards LeBron James. Just like you got Kobe sexuals or Kobe sexuals. You dig? I'm pretty sure you got Jordan sexuals too. One of those Jordan fans that clearly want to discredit. Even though Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, and nobody compares. You know, but they just want to say, oh, it was all Michael Jordan. It was all Michael Jordan. It was all Michael Jordan. You know, but forgetting about Scottie Pippen, forgetting about the contributions that Horace Grant made and Craig Hodges coming off the bench, three-time 3-point scoring champion. People forget about that. You know, B.J. Armstrong, and then in the latter years of the three-peat, you have a 6'6" point guard in the triangle offense by the name of Ron Harper, who was once upon a time an elite scorer, an elite player with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was a poor man's LeBron James. Very athletic, 6'6", strong, can hit the paint, hit the jump and whatnot. So I'm gonna play a little something. You heard me. I'm gonna play some clips and I'm gonna do a little commentary on it. You understand? Um, because it's pretty ridiculous. You dig? It's pretty ridiculous. So let's see what's popping.
All right, Cube. We need to get your take on the biggest debate in sports right now. Who is the GOAT? Who's the greatest of all time, LeBron or Jordan?
Are we gonna have this conversation again?
Again.
I mean, the greatest of all. Let's kill the GOAT. Can we kill the GOAT? The greatest of all time cannot be measured. That's a long time, and it's a long time into the future that we can't even see. So, between these two, who's the greatest player? I mean, who knows? They haven't played against each other, but who would I rather have on my team?
Speak carefully.
Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
Michael Jordan.
Game over. Case
And-
closed.
and it's-
Next question.
It has nothing to do with numbers.
Has to do with shoes.
Has nothing to do with shoes.
Yeah,
No.
because you grew up wearing his shoes and watching him.
I mean, you know, he does make some great shoes.
Yeah, you were influential back then.
But, no, he's a great player and, you know, to me would accept all challenges. And, you know, sometimes I don't see that. And, you know, I don't see, you know, LeBron pointing across saying, I'm locking you down today.
Yep.
Not you.
Yep.
And, you know, I think Jordan had a lot of that of who am I going against tonight? Nah.
He ain't locked Bird down.
Well, can't lock
who
some
did?
people down. Some
Yeah.
people are unlockable. But I'm just saying, that's the player I would rather start my franchise.
Do you remember in 91? You remember the 91 finals against your Lakers? You love the Lakers, right?
Yes, I do.
When Magic put that triple dub on him and they beat him in the old Chicago Stadium, and then after that they switched to Scottie Pippen. You remember that, right?
I remember Lakers lost the series.
Yeah,
They did.
because Magic was on fumes. James Worthy was on fumes. You know it.
Magic wasn't on no fumes.
The man had been to almost 10 finals.
He wasn't on no fumes.
Stop it. Stop it, Q. Now you know
He's
better.
been going to finals ever since he was in
Exactly.
the league. So
That's my
you mean you on fumes after your 12th year?
And going to the finals every year? Absolutely, because you playing in June. Them other jokers done in April.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say Magic was on fumes.
Magic was on fumes.
No.
He had already tweaked his head. Remember the year before? Against
Are
the
we
Pistons?
talking about LeBron and Jordan? We're not talking
I
about
got LeBron.
Leave
I
Magic
got
out of it.
James.
See, with all due respect to Shannon Sharp, because Shannon is really sharp when it comes to his analysis in sports. He's the man. You know, I love, you know, what he said about the whole flag thing. You dig? But this is where the fuckery begins. Now, he said that Magic Johnson was on fumes. First of all, Magic Johnson was only 31 years old. All right? He was only 31 years of age. Michael Jordan was 33 years old when he won his fourth championship with the Chicago Bulls, leading his team to a playoff record with a 15-3 record. Probably would have been a 15-1 record if they would have swept, if they would have finished and closed out against the Seattle Supersonics in 4 games after being up 3-0. You understand? But the Seattle Supersonics were just that good. You heard me? This is the same Seattle Supersonic team that swept the 2-time defending NBA World Champions in the Houston Rockets in the second round of the series. You heard me? Now, let me explain something about the whole Magic Johnson thing. All right? Magic Johnson, okay, was not on fumes. What he's forgetting to realize is that I believe the whatchamajigam, the Lakers were 56-26 and I believe they're the number 4 seed, if I'm not mistaken. You heard me? And on top of that, you know, the team that had the best record wasn't the Chicago Bulls. They had the second best record with a 61-21 record. But the team that had the best record, of course, was the Portland Trail Blazers. I think they had a 63-19 record, led by Clyde Drexler, and I think they had a 19-1 start, if I'm not mistaken. You heard me? The second best start, once upon a time, the best start in NBA history until the 2016 Golden State Warriors when they beat them with a 24-0 start. You heard me? And on top of that, once again, when he played against the Portland Trail Blazers, they didn't have home field advantage. They didn't have home field advantage at all, and he still beat them in 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. You heard me? To advance to the NBA Finals. How the hell was that being on fume? How the hell is that being on fume? And on top of that, I think Mike Fratello said it best in the NBA Finals series. He said that all but one, and that's Vi Divac, had the ability to post. They all had a post up game. Byron Scott, Sam Perk. He said all these guys had a post up game. That's talent like a mug. You heard me? So they were a very talented team and very well capable of beating Michael Jordan's Bulls, as proven in Game 1. But Michael Jordan, man, Will just was overwhelming. You dig? It was just that overwhelming. You heard me? So Shannon Sharp, man, you don't know the hell you talking about, Ron. And stop Man, stop being a Brontard, Ron. You hear me? Stop being a Brontard. You hear me?
You got Go James?
Go
Boy, you switched
James.
fast, didn't you?
No
What you
problem.
mean?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, go James. I mean, you see his resume, you see
I
his
know
body
who
of
you
work?
got. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about that.
Yeah. First team All NBA. 12 times. You know how many other players have been 12 times first team All NBA? He the only one. You know, when you in a room.
It's a whole
and you-
different NBA.
Don't do
It's,
this.
it's a different NBA than
Don't do this.
than
Don't do this.
Michael Jordan had to play in.
Don't do
Different NBA.
Yeah. The athletes
Michael
are
Jordan
better.
got all his points, most of his points, twos. Same with Kareem. Why he ain't up there? Why Kareem ain't up here?
What?
What's going on, man?
I like Kareem too. I think
So,
Kareem
it's
should
like-
be like 2.
Let's,
You know who number 1. So Kareem 2. GOAT 1.
well,
Shannon Sharp,
Yes.
once again, our man Cube just gave you the essence of this debate. One man, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, was a basketball assassin. The other guy, LeBron James, is a really nice man. That's what he is. He's a really nice man who's really gifted. That's it. That just sums it up.
The end result
One
is
guy,
the same.
No, the end result is not the same because one guy went 6-0 in the finals with 6 MVPs because he was a basketball killer. He refused to lose. Whatever it took, he took out on the opposition night after night. And look, he won 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 1 scoring title.
LeBron ain't trying this. LeBron don't score them points like
Okay? But he made first team all defense. Michael Jordan did 9 times to LeBron 6. And Michael made it at age 34, a year older than LeBron. In the last couple of years, LeBron just said, I can't play defense anymore. I'm carrying too big a load.
Had Jordan gotten to the 87, 88 finals against that Laker team and took them down, I ain't got nothing to talk about. But they were playing finals in the 80s. They were.
well, Jordan's East was a lot stronger than LeBron's East. Jordan's East, he had to go through a lot tougher opponents. Actually, the powerhouses were in the East when Jordan played, and they're not in the East when LeBron
Tougher
plays.
doesn't mean they were better. Because the Knicks, the Knicks had 1 Hall of Famer.
We talking about the Knicks? I'm not talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about the
Pacers had
Celtics.
2.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Pistons.
But if he's that guy, if he's the GOAT, he got to take them down. Because that's what you're asking
He
LeBron
did.
to do.
He did.
You're asking LeBron to beat the Warriors.
He did take him down.
No, he didn't. They got old. No, age took him down.
Okay.
The only hump he got over was
What
on
does Jordan got to do with that?
But that's what I'm saying. The only hump Jordan got over in the East was the humps in Larry Bird and Kevin McHale's back. They got old. He couldn't beat them in their prime.
Well,
Over. Stomped him out.
we could say that about the Spurs with LeBron. We could
Four
say
Hall of
that
Famers.
about
The Warriors.
the Warriors too.
4 Hall of Famers.
Hey,
4 Hall of Famers. The most Jordan has ever beaten was 2.
Shannon,
He ought to be ashamed of himself.
LeBron's team has been
Again, fuckery alert, fuckery alert, fuckery alert. Now, he just said he tried to justify his stance on LeBron James being better than Michael Jordan because first of all, he thinks that Draymond Green is going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I don't know about Draymond Green being a Hall of Fame. I'm assuming that's what he's getting at when he said 4 Hall of Famers. All right? That's a weak argument. Because think about this. And you really got to take this into consideration. Yes, Michael Jordan have defeated only, 2 Hall of Fame players in a particular team. When he beat the Lakers, the 2 Hall of Famers that was present was, of course, Magic Johnson and James Worthy. When he beat the Portland Trail Blazers, the only Hall of Famer was Clyde Drexler. Now, the Phoenix Suns is a little different. I'm not sure if Kevin Johnson's a Hall of Fame, but he should be at least a Hall of Fame finalist. We all know about Charles Barkley being a Hall of Famer. I feel the same way about not 2000, but the 1996 Seattle Supersonics. Sean Kemp deserves to be in the freaking Hall of Fame. No doubt about it. That brother deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We already know about John Stockton and Karl Malone, right? Obviously, transparently, two Hall of Famers. Okay? Now, Kobe Bryant fans, Kobe Tards, and LeBron Tards, they both have a habit of saying Michael Jordan never played against more than more than two Hall of Famers in a team in his playoff run. Well, we all know that's a lie because Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Famer, Joe Dumars is a Hall of Famer, and Dennis Rodman later on became a Hall of Famer. And they swept this Detroit Pistons team in um, in 4 games in the 1991 season. All right. Now, the Hall of Fame argument can be so weak because you're just going by statistics only. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about the prowess or the expertise of the players. But once again, Ice Cube said it best. It's the era that really depends. That really depends on the greatness of somebody like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. That's the truth. Kenny the Jet Smith said it best earlier this year of the season. He said the reason why their Father Time has not caught up with LeBron James is because the rules were manufactured to assist and maintain LeBron James' prime. You understand? Now, if you still want to say LeBron James in his prime, I think he entered his prime in the 2005-2006 season. You understand? I think he exited his prime, in my opinion, like 2014. Some people say that he exited his prime after he won his third championship. Some people say that he's still in his prime as we speak. Now, let's say that's the case. Let's say the brother's still in his prime. Why is he in his prime still? How come Father Time have not caught up with him yet? It's because of the rule. You can't beat niggas up like you used to when you take the ball to the rim and the defense collapse on you. You can't beat your opponent up nowadays like you used to, because it'll be a flagrant 1 and a flagrant 2. I've seen instances where Michael Jordan was damn near in the headlock by Bill Laimbeer. You understand? In the 1989 or 1990 Eastern Conference Finals. You heard me? Yeah, I believe it was the 1989 Eastern Conference Finals. Now, amazing how he talked about the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks with only one Hall of Famer, I agree, which is Patrick Ewing. But once again, it's very deceptive. Very, very deceptive. Now, there's an Edomite, a white boy, you understand, by the name of Bruce Blitz. Okay? And I have to agree with Bruce Blitz until somebody proves me wrong. He says that the greatest perimeter defense of all time in the history of the NBA is the 1992 New York Knicks. He broke down statistically, in context, how great these Knicks teams were. He would mention Clyde Drexler in the season shot at 51% from the field, but against New York Knicks defense, he probably shot at 42% from the field. Or something like that. I forgot exactly what the statistic was, but no matter how great your points per game stats was or your shooting percentage, when you play against New York Knicks, those numbers would diminish, whether dramatically or just minimally, but it will diminish. That's how stifling their defense was. So you mean to tell me that this Warrior team with the 4 Hall of Famers can stand well against this New York Knicks perimeter defense? I ain't just say defense, period. Perimeter defense. Perimeter defense. Isn't that the strength, the strong suit of this championship Warrior team? Perimeter shooting? You think Steph Curry will have his way even without the rules? Even without the rules where you can't play as barbaric defense, there's still something called an adjustment. And I still think even the 92 Knicks will adjust real well against this Warrior team in today's rules. In the rules back then, there is no Warrior team. There is no Golden State Warrior team. It's a non-entity. It's a non-entity. And once again, I'm a LeBron fan. I still think LeBron James, at least statistically in efficiency, is concerned, is better than Kobe by a long shot, by a landslide. But I gotta give Kobe Bryant one thing. I always critique Kobe Bryant and been very critical of Kobe Bryant for being a freaking shot jacker. Always jacking up shots, clicking, as we call it in New Orleans. You heard me? He was always a clicker. And he was so inefficient and so volume of a shooter, and it pissed me off. But one thing I give by Kobe, I give to Kobe. Kobe would have went down fighting in a losing effort. Somewhat. Because he did quit in Game 6 against the Boston Celtics in the 2008 season. Okay, that's true. People act like that Kobe Bryant didn't quit either. Kobe Bryant did quit. He just wasn't as notorious as LeBron James in quitting. Because yes, he also quitted against the Phoenix Suns in the 2006 first round playoff series. He did quit. But I agree, he is not as notorious as LeBron James is, or shall I say, at least under much scrutiny as LeBron James is. Between those two guys quitting. I will say that though. You heard me? I will say that. But Shannon Sharp, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, bro, by talking silly like that. You know damn freaking well, that LeBron James will be average. Maybe I give him benefit of that. I'm gonna say he'll be like Ron Harper actually. He'll be like Ron Harper, very athletic, get you 21 points per game, maybe 22 points per game, but he won't be this dominant. No way. No way. There's no freaking way he'll be this dominant. Now, Kobe Bryant played in the Jordan era. Kobe Bryant played in the era where you were still allowed to perimeter hand check. And Kobe Bryant played in the era where they institute this defensive 3-second violation crap. And you saw Kobe Bryant's numbers then. And they were impressive like in 2001. I still think 2001 Kobe Bryant is the best Kobe Bryant. I know people might say 2003 Kobe, when he had 9 consecutive 40-point games. And some people might say Kobe Bryant, 2006 Kobe Bryant, but that was after the rules. Before that defensive 3-second violation crap, and before they omitted the perimeter hand checking after 2004 season, Kobe Bryant's best was in 2001 when he won his second championship, hands down. All right, hands down. And yes, Kobe Bryant was still carried by Shaq. Yes, he was still carried by Shaq. All right.
Favored to win the East each of the last 8 years.
What about the
favored
finals?
each of the
What
last
about the
8
finals?
years.
How many times have been favored to win the finals?
Well, how many times has he won it?
Twice. How many times was Jordan favored to win the finals? He was always the favorite. So what's the upset? Where's the upset of that?
I'm not sure he was always.
Being the favorite and going out there and winning it is two different things, man.
What?
Being the favorite don't mean nothing.
It does.
It don't mean nothing.
You got home
You gotta
court.
go out there and win it. Somebody go out there and get hurt, and you're not the favorite no more.
Like Kyrie and Kevin Love did?
So, hey, it happens. It happens.
You know what,
and it was no guarantee they was going to win that finals with them help.
Oh, it's guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So,
you know good and well they weren't going to beat them. With Kyrie and Kevin Love, they had to go call Kevin
they
Durant.
beat them already.
Yeah, but what happened when they were 73-9 and Draymond was still in a tower crying?
Well, if Draymond didn't get suspended for those games.
No, don't put no S on that. Game
5.
Game
5.
Okay, what happened in game 6 and 7?
The Cavs do have a championship, man. What are you talking about? What are you going over stuff that you already know?
I'm just asking you a question. You talking about Draymond got suspended for games. He got suspended for
I'm
a
gonna
game.
snatch that.
Leave my
All that
flower
flour,
alone.
I'm getting that flour off you, man.
Shannon, do you
What?
ever remember Michael Jordan melting down the way LeBron did in the 2011 finals? I've never seen anything like that before.
It happened. It happened.
Yeah.
Man, leave LeBron alone, man. He got enough
He the
problems.
GOAT. He ain't got no
I
problem.
need you to speak for him, man. He got enough issues.
You know what? The only problem is
Shannon. Bruh. Oh man. See, the thing is, when you take someone's word at face value, what happens is you cut yourself short. You understand? In doing some research to see if the point that someone like Sharp holds up. You understand? Because see, from that point on, you're being subjective with your reasoning. You're not being objective with your reasoning. When you're being objective with your reasoning, that means there's no bias that's implicated. But when you're being subjective, you're being biased, and you say some silly shit. You hear me? Now, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls were not favored to beat the Lakers. All right, and I will never forget because circulating the 1991 NBA Finals, man, I kept hearing this shit. It said, I will never forget, and I quote, someone said, in order for Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls to succeed, they have to first experience failure. In other words, in context, first experience failure in the grandest stage of all in the NBA, and that's the NBA Finals. Everybody was counting Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls out because although they succeeded in getting over that hump against the Detroit Pistons by sweeping them, they figured, okay, this is the grand test of all. Let's see if you can beat Magic Johnson, who already has about 9-10 NBA Finals appearances, if I'm not mistaken. Five NBA championships. You heard me? Let's see if Michael Jordan can get over the grandest of all hump. You understand? Let's see if Michael Jordan can beat the top echelon, the top ranked team, the top ranked player, in order for Michael Jordan to be considered that guy. He was already that guy, but he was always that guy without the championship. Let's see if he can be that guy with the championship. And they counted him out. It says that in order for the Chicago Bulls to succeed, they have to first experience failure. They already gave the Chicago Bulls a L of their series, and they handed the freaking Lakers the championship before game one. So no, the Chicago Bulls were not the favorite in 1991. All right, let's get that duck clear. You heard me? Let's get that duck clear, you dang. Now let's talk about the 1993 NBA Finals. Let's talk about that deal. Magic Johnson said during the NBA Finals series, he said that this 1993 Chicago Bulls is relying too much on Michael Jordan. And the statistics prove that deal. Michael Jordan had to carry that team by averaging 41 points per game, shooting at 50% from the field against a number 9 rated defense, a top 10 defense in the Phoenix Suns, who was stacked. You heard me? Magic Johnson even gave an example, and I agree too. It's subjective. It ain't subjective. It's objective. You understand? And you know, as a Michael Jordan fan inside the court, not a Michael Jordan fan outside the court, because Michael Jordan is a straight up coon outside the court. Remember, this is a Hebrew Israelite platform. You understand? This is a Hebrew Israelite platform. So yes, I am allowed to use words like that. You heard me? I love Michael Jordan, man, inside the court, but outside the court, man, the dude is Step'n Fetchet. Let's keep it real. You heard me? The dude is Step'n Fetchet. He is Mr. Yes Man to Esau, the devil. All right. So I'm gonna say that by saying this. Magic Johnson was on point. All right, he was on point. He said that if you put this 1993 Chicago Bulls team against any of his Magic Johnson's finals Laker team, Magic Johnson getting foul trouble, Michael Jordan getting foul trouble, Phil Jackson have to sit Michael Jordan out, Pat Riley sits Magic Johnson out. Guess who's going to have the overwhelming advantage? Yes, the Los Angeles Lakers. And you know what Magic Johnson said? He was like, hey, look, we would dominate them, man, because who's gonna guard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? That's the truth. Okay, Horace Grant was stepping up his game defensively as a 6'10" power forward. But the test would be very tall, man, to see if he can hold that up, man, against a 7'2" Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a skyhook jumper. You understand? The Michael Jordan's fadeaway and the skyhook jumper, man, is two of the most unstoppable jump shots, man, in NBA history. In my opinion. It would be difficult. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. You understand? So no, Michael Jordan not always the freaking favorite to win the damn championship, man. Cut it out. You hear me? Cut it out. You understand? Cut it out. You understand? And that's pretty much all I got to say about that, man. Y'all like and subscribe, man. Hit the like button, hit that share button. You heard me? Like I said, this is a Hebrew Israelite platform. So we will talk about sports sometimes. You dig, and you will hear me use words like I use. That's just the way I rock. You understand? I am a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a commissioned servant to the Most High first, from anything else. Believe that, though. So for that, I'm gonna say Shalom Aleichem. That means peace unto you, Shalom, and peace. You heard me?